Yo, again here at CRR Tier 2 NERForNUFFEN and my boy Efehrzy here at round 2 in Saudi Arabia. Man, oh man, if you missed last week, it's going to be a rumble for the jumble, man. How are you doing there, Fry?
Couldn't be any better. How about yourself?
Oh man, just riking off this cold, man, you know, after this, got it Sunday and been fighting it ever since, but, if you notice a little bit of voice cracks every now and then in the stream, that's what it is, but all in all, we're all hyped, so if, once my, voice hits that certain peak, you know, I'm sick whenever that voice crack comes into effect. So let's go on board with a few of the last week's podium sitter here, getting his first podium of the CRR season here. I believe Shira is ahead of him, but and also the pole sitter falling short, a little bit of technical difficulties from his end. But Metal looking to improve on his side of things for the long run here. As for the track layout here, Saudi Arabia, 3.8 miles, or for you in Canadian language, 6.1 kilometers, or what the fuck is a kilometer, as we say in America. 3 DRS zones here, 1 on the main straight start finish, 2 on the back straights if you want to be technical, but definitely a DRS train track. But as I said before, we're coming along on Shira's point of view here. I believe he is the first car out other than Cam that is behind him, unless he got past. I believe he is the first car, I believe. Yeah, Metal is the first car. So we will follow along Mr. Metal God here and see what he can do. He goes really good into turn 1 and 2. Really difficult turn for here. Coming into all the sector 1 here. Really technical corners to get right. If you make one mistake in one corner, you make it in the next corner. Coming along great through the first sector, sets a really good sector 1 time with a 32.9. Coming into the second sector with the famous long loop left-hander. Coming into the second sector, coming through the back straight here just before the detection zone. Gets a little bit close to the wall, but manages to get it unscathed there. DRS is about to open for him. Will he use the least amount of resistance? Coming into the back straight here. Coming into the final DRS zone. Coming into the final DRS zone. It is open for him for Metal God. Last week's podium contender. Will he be on the podium of first place once again? Or will Shira just behind him come into effect? But Vag was the first one to come around the line. It was a 28.5 for Vag. Ooh, really? Vaughn, or yeah. Yeah, Vaughn.
Teddy Vaughn.
I'm just going to call him Teddy because that scene, yeah.
Makes it easier.
Yeah, because, but turns out ideologically, he was not the first one to come across. And turns out Shira invalidated. But Teddy setting up 28.5 for Tier 2. Not too shabby.
Yeah, definitely not too bad. I would imagine Tier 2 pole's got to be somewhere in the mid-27s, if I had to guess. But I guess we'll see. Usually it's about a second or so slower than Tier 1, and I would imagine Tier 1 tomorrow night will be around a 26.5. So if you guys are free tomorrow, definitely want to tune in with our boy Nerdy and whoever his co-com will be tomorrow night. It might be Cam, I think, because I think Zoom is gone. But yeah, got some great action tomorrow night as well with the Tier 1 guys. Second to a second and a half quicker than these guys. Should be a good race from them tomorrow. You can catch me and my boy Nerf here, the two commentators for you tonight. Catch us racing for the McLarens tomorrow night as well. But
in the meantime, Rex setting a 39.1 as his banker. Coming back, he was a Tier 1 driver, but due to technicalities from his end, he wanted to race tonight. He is a pretty quick driver. I've raced him before. He's really clean, so I expect a top 5 from him tonight. So we'll have to see how he does in effect. I'm not sure how much practice he's had around here, but he's definitely trying to get to grips in his AlphaTauri there.
Yeah, absolutely. Bit of a late addition here today. Picking up an empty seat. I can't remember who wasn't making it here today. I think it might have been Zizou or something like that.
Yeah, Zizou.
But yep. Yeah, we also have Crike. First race in CRR for him here today, so we'll keep half an eye on him. Currently P6 with a 130.8. We'll see what he can manage to put together here in quali, and then also in the race where the points are scored. In the meantime, we got Hemikid just starting a lap right now. Our defending champion, always good for some big points, always good for a good finish. The king of consistency, you might call him.
Yeah, he's got that Season 3 wrapped up there, but coming into Season 4, will he repeat? Like a Max Verstappen or a Lewis Hamilton point of view, will he dominate? Or like you say, will he come with every little chips every now and then with the points? But Hemikid coming through. And I would like to point out, last season we raced here. He was on a quality lap for Mr. Excitement for last season, and he got impeded, and I truly believe he could have been closer to Mr. Excitement with that pole time. So really excited to see what he does here on an official time here. As
he is on a flyer right now. I saw he had a purple middle sector and was 0.6 up on Metal's time in the first sector.
Holy moly! 27.9 from Mr. Hemikid. Wow.
Solid lap from him. I think we got Excitement out on a lap as well. Current championship leader after race number 1 is coming to the last corner here. We'll see what he can manage to put together. See if he can challenge the front of the field here tonight. As he flies across the line.
27.5, yep.
Just like I said, I think the pole time be a mid to low 27, low 27 at best. So Excitement definitely, I think even just with that lap, pretty much guarantees himself a top 5 finish here tonight, but we'll see if anybody can challenge him up at the top. Shira's always good for... Oh, Shira's taking an engine penalty tonight, actually. So I'm going to say he's always good for one quick quali lap, but I think he's taking an engine penalty, so he won't be qualifying today. But yeah, Excitement with a really, really quick time there. He's just narrowly missed out on the championship last season. Hemi Kid stole it from him with 1 race to go. I think Excitement's got a bit of a fire under his butt now to try and take back that championship.
Yeah, for sure. As the next across the line is Mr. Lunar. Ooh. Goes off the line there, but oh, Mr. Excitement's or somebody's behind him. Nerdy's behind him. Wanting to pass, but in the meantime, Nerdy's ahead of him, so I don't know. He set a 129.2, so will Lunar best that, or will he come into the pits? He'll come into the pits and fight another day. As I believe.
Guys on outlaps right now for sure. Just trying to see if anyone's on a hot lap. Looks like Metal's on a hot lap. He's coming towards the end of a hot lap here. Got a couple cars between him and the finish line. Hopefully he doesn't get impeded. We'll see if he can improve on his time though. As he comes down to the last corner. All the cars should have gotten out of the way at this point. Should have a clear run to the line. See if he can improve on his time. Currently sitting in P5. And he's going to abort that lap. Must have made a mistake somewhere. Not going to improve there.
But a Mercedes driver coming across the line to start his lap there. Supreme and S&M already on his lap as well. I'm pretty sure he's going to abandon that, but I'm not sure if he's up on his time.
S&M is currently 2.5 tenths up, but he's low on ERS. He's going to run out of ERS here in the last sector, so we'll see if he manages to improve still. At the moment, though, we got Teddy and Supreme out on laps. Currently, Teddy is... I didn't get to see his sector split time. Not sure if he's improving or not.
S&M comes around the final corner. Goes into gonna abort to the...
He was only half a tenth up from what I saw, and he had no ERS left, so I would imagine that was ticking down slowly as he headed towards the line. So
the driver of the comeback from Tier 1 now to Tier 2 will set a 28.4 for his official time, and that'll put him into the second row.
That's a good time there from Rex for sure, 128.4. I'm sure he'll try and improve one more time yet, as Teddy manages to improve by half a second. 28.0 from him, so just narrowly missing out on the front row, but he'll steal back third place from Rex for now. As we got Supreme coming around the last corner here, we'll see if he can improve on his time. Currently with a 29.7. Improvement of almost 7 tenths there from him. 29.0 moves him up a couple spots to P7.
But we've got a time between the two teammates here. Shira has yet to put in a time. Will he get set in a good time right at the 6-minute mark? And he won't. Will his teammate come in? Yes, he will. Really not getting a good lap for... oh, I guess he decided to put in a lap anyway. But Shira not really getting the grips of the track so far.
Shira's taking engine penalty.
Oh yeah, that's right. Maybe getting the grips to the track, but
Zuper's out on a hot lap right now though. Oh, he runs way wide. Manages not to invalidate, but he might have lost some time there. He runs wide again. Still hasn't invalidated. But he has 1.6 seconds up through the first sector. His current time is not very, not very representative. The 137.3. So we would imagine he'll claw back quite a few seconds off that time. But we'll see where he ends up. In the meantime, there's nobody else out on hot laps right now, but there is quite a few people on out laps. So we will have somebody crossing the line right now to start their lap. Looks like Metal is starting one right now, as well as Stealth. Metal and Stealth both starting their laps. Zuper rounds the last corner.
I believe he's gonna dive into the pits because yeah. So that
sure will. So in the meantime, Stealth and Metal both out on laps. Stealth didn't see what his split was. Neither I did not see Metal's split either. It's not showing me right now. They're both looking to improve, though. P6 and P9, respectively, for each of them. Crike as well, just behind them. So we got 3 guys back to back to back here. As they cross the line, we'll pan from Stealth to Metal to Crike and see who can improve first. They all have quite a bit of time left in those laps. We'll see if they can move their way up the grid here.
Stealth 29-2. He's set so far. Got a great exit out of the final corner. Neither did Metal there. Does best this time,
7.
but Metal
P5
in the top 5 for Metal. What does
Crike's
Crike
got
have to
half a
say
second
about
up.
it? Crike in 11th. As Shira is finally on his outlap. We'll see here, but ahead of him, just ahead of him, Mr. Excitement has invalidated his lap. Crucially.
Oh, that's a tough one for Excitement. If he's got enough fuel, he's blinking, so I'm not sure if he's going to have enough time to get around for another lap. If he can dive in the pits and come back out extremely quickly, he might just have a chance, but it's going to be really tough. So 127.5 might be the benchmark to beat here. Hemi Kid just heading out of the pits right now. He'll have one last try to try and steal pole away from Mr. Excitement.
I wonder.
We got S&M out on a lap right now as well, coming towards the end of the second sector. We'll see what his split is. 7/10 up. At the moment, that would put him around P7 to P8. So we have to try and find some time here in the last sector compared to his previous lap.
Down through the gears. Not really optimal to use second gear, but he uses it anyway. Going up through the gears once again. DRS is open. Is he going to beat his teammate? No, he will not.
So the Mercedes currently lining up 8th and 10th. S&M will not be able to improve off that 10th. So top 10 is the best he can hope to start.
But they are they're sandwiching the dark chocolate there with that Aston Martin there. So let's see.
Lots of guys on outlaps right now.
What? I think Metal has done 2 laps of fuel. So he's going on another double hot lap here. Will he be able to... Yeah, will he be able to get where he wants to be this lap? I'm not sure if he's going through it pretty good here. Uses a lot of curb there. Not really optimal. Ooh, really aggressive on the curb there on exit. Sector split is 83 thousandths of a second up on his time. So he is...
Find a few tenths in order to move up.
So he is up on his time, but he's, like you said, he's got to find that 2/10 roughly to get into the second row.
So we got basically everybody on the field on outlaps, about to start their lap, or already on a lap. It'll be hot and heavy here at the end of qualifying. Everybody vying for the best starting position possible around this tight, twisty Jeddah circuit. 27 corners, the most on the calendar, and some of the highest speeds on the calendar as well. Makes for quite the combo. I'm sure we're in for a pretty good race tonight, but in the meantime, everybody's trying to improve on their quality times. Metal runs a little bit wide, pulls a max.
But you'll get a toe! You'll get a little bit of a toe from Rex, I believe that is. He won't improve.
So Metal, best he can start is P5. In behind him, who do we all got on laps? Vaughn is invalidated.
Supreme is next across the line. He's 51 thousandths of a second faster than his previous time. Going down through the gears. Third gear goes really out of the exit there. Uses all the track. Shrink, and shrink. He'll improve, but that's not a place. But Hemi Kid
now across the line. Can he steal? Oh,
no,
he's way down on his time.
He's way down on his time.
So he cannot steal it from Mr. Excitement here tonight.
But
who else
Anime Kid, I believe, has stolen the pole position from last race. So will he come out of nowhere?
And he's got a huge toe
from the Alfa Romeo. Oh my lord, what a toe!
Up to P4 for Anime. Great
Not too
lap
shabby. Not too
Rex
shabby.
also out on a lap, and the Aston Martin of Nerdy out on a lap as well. Nerdy's 8.5 tenths up.
S&M won't improve on his time. Nerdy, will he improve on his time? Like you said, he's pretty safe on his time. He's going to improve into 5th place. Rex, will he outbeat him? He will outbeat him by nearly
5th place from him.
Nearly 30 thousandths of a second difference there. Wow.
Metal comes across. Excitement set just to rub salt in the wound. Excitement improves by another 10th of a second. And that's quite the quality for Mr. Excitement. Nobody able to come within half a second of him. Excitement laying down the law, winning the first race of the season, coming to race number 2 here in Jeddah, and taking pole by over half a second, almost half a second, sorry. Hemi Kid and the rest of the field will have some work to do to catch up to this guy.
Yeah, as everybody, as we wait for Mr. Metal God to get in pits. Man, oh man. I can feel, you know, I could say it, but it could be, you know, the other way around. A lot of shrinkage going on in the first corner, but as we said, that concludes for qualifying here in Tier 2 short. Mr. Excitement with his first pole of Season 4 in the Aston Martin, followed by Hemi Kid with just behind him, Teddy coming in the last podium spot. Anime Boy, followed by Rex, Nerdy, Metal God, Lunar, Supreme, Stealth, S&M, Lewis, Crike, Zuper, Cam, Sibes, Shira, Gray Logic. Man, oh man, are we in for a great one?
As long as we can keep the safety car off the track, hopefully we can here tonight, but as long as we can, I think we're in for an absolute treat. 18 drivers, every one of them with just as much of a shot to win as the next. As we've seen here in the past in Tier 2, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Late safety cars, hitting at the right time can be crucial, as Zuper learned at the end of last season in Silverstone. Took himself from kind of nowhere. I think he started P14, made the right call at the pit stop. One of the only ones to make the right call during a safety car. And yeah, on those hard tires, dragged him out right to the end and won the race by quite a few seconds. So it's anyone's race here tonight. But as I say that, Nerf, who do you think is going to be on the podium here tonight?
I would say, I mean, I hate to say it, but nah, I'm gonna go Hemi Kid wins the race out of a late safety car drama between Mr. Excitement and somebody else coming out of the pits somewhere.
That's a hot take, but I like it.
And then Mr. Excitement follows through second. And I'm for my last spot, I have to go with the McLaren boys, Metal God, for the last spot.
Yes, sir. Back-to-back podiums for Metal. It wouldn't hurt my feelings. Us McLaren boys need to stick together. Got to take home as many points as possible.
For sure. As we take a look at the standings here, like I said, Excitement leading the championship by just a few point margin. 3 points, I believe it is the difference between Metal and him. So Metal, 7th place. Is not really a good start from him so far. If he wants to keep that competitiveness between him and Excitement. But
just getting Super another invite here. But yeah, Excitement absolutely dominating the first race of the season. Nobody even came close. A few people tried to challenge him, but he was able to pull away without too much of an issue. Pulling a bit of a Max Verstappen out at the front. But Metal, I think after post-race penalties were handed out, he took P2. Can't quite remember. I think Vaughn had took it on the over the line, but can't quite remember now. Anyways, though, Metal with a good showing, Vaughn with a good showing in his first race as well. First race in CRR, took home a big podium, so that was big for him. Super, the big 10 points as well, coming in fourth. And Anime, also his first race in CRR as well. Took home a big 8 points, fifth place for him. Hemi Kid took home 8. Nerdy rounding out for the Aston Martins, taking home a few extra points. So that does put Aston Martin at the top of the constructors after round 1. McLaren with a big showing from Metal. We'll keep him in P2. Williams in P3. And Red Bull and Mercedes and Ferrari, the 3 top teams IRL right now. Only in 4th, 5th, and 6th. So they'll be looking to move their way up, I would imagine, here tonight. But all eyes will be on Aston Martin and on Mr. Excitement to see if anybody can challenge him after he takes pole by over 4/10. It's going to be a challenge for anyone to try and pass him this race. But like I said, anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, wink, wink. I saw in the past tense of a, world online something racing, where safety car drama was all over the place. So we may see that going on here. So you never know. But we've seen in the past where tier 2 drivers are a little, just a little bit, cleaner, and they'll do a little bit of argy-bargy and, bumping each other around, but not as much as tier 1, it seems. But will the tier 2 guys show tier 1 how it's done around this venue? That's the question. But
they did manage to do it last season. I think they only had 1 safety car, and tier 1 had 3, I believe. So we'll see if they can repeat that performance here again tonight, as we'll give them a couple more minutes to take their nervous wheeze, as you would say.
Yep. I'm telling you, that nervous wee at least gives you 1.5 tenths faster.
I think that's weight reduction.
Yeah, it's weight reduction.
It makes sense. So.
It's weight reduction, baby. Like you said, yep. But yeah, tire strategies can go through the roof through here, man. Like softs. I mean, they're a good tire around here, but they go as soon as lap 4 or lap 5 hits, you're gone. Everybody will swallow.
C3, C4, C5 compounds around here, if I remember correctly. So C5s are the softest tire in the Pirelli range, and yeah, they only last a few laps around here, even though it is a pretty low dag circuit. The tires are just so soft, so delicate, they fall off after a few laps. But as you can see right now, our top 3 willing to take that gamble, as well as Nerdy and P6 willing to take that gamble at the moment, it looks like. Hoping for an early safety car, hoping to pit onto some hard tires in the early laps, trying to take those to the end maybe, or maybe take a 2-stop. I guess we'll find out in just a few minutes' time. Anime and P4 thinking about the hards. You got 4 runners there from P8 to P12 also thinking about the hards, and a few mediums scattered in there as well. But I think the optimum strategy is, as usual, probably a 1-stop medium to hard type of strategy, or hard to medium type of strategy. Maybe a soft to hard can work if there's a safety car. So we'll see who takes the gamble, and we'll see who plays it safe. But I think I'll give them the cue to ready up, as it looks like just about everybody's ready to roll. I've given them the cue to get moving, so in about 30 seconds here, we should get going. What are your predictions into turn 1, Nerf?
Ooh. I think Mr. Excitement will get a good start, but he'll go a little bit too deep into turn 1, and Hemi Kid will come in out of nowhere and take him into turn 2.
Folks. Excitement does not lead lap 1.
But
we're about to find out.
In 4 laps. Yeah, that's how you fucking say it. 5 red lights are away. And here we go. Jump start from the Red Bull driver. Mr. Excitement gets a good go juice from him. His Aston Martin coming into turn 1. He gets a good great straightaway there. Coming into turn 2, there's drama in the backfield from a McLaren driver. Metal God, not sure who he collided with, as the camera angle has changed very slightly, but it seems everybody else has came unscathed. But there is a little bit more drama in the back of the field here, coming through the first sector, which hasn't ended yet, and there's still chaos. Still chaos from Shira, and Shira's out of the race! And that's a virtual safety car!
Shira and Sibes, both in the wall. Looks like Crike's in the wall. Nerdy might have managed to survive it there. I didn't catch all the action myself, but that will be a VSC. I'm surprised it's only a VSC, with 2 cars completely destroyed in the wall, and Crike's missing his entire front wing. But at the moment, looks like it is just going to be a VSC. Did you catch what happened there, Nerf? I didn't see it.
I did catch what happened, and wow, that was completely nuts. They were going 3 wide through Sector 1. Wow.
Woo.
But VSC has ended. Mr. Excitement and everybody is getting unscathed from the drive-through penalties. So here we go into the last corner here. A Lunar and Anime Boy coming at it in between each other. Will he choose the outside line? Will he choose outs? He won't choose. He gets a good run on him through the first corner here. Side by side into the first start finish straight, gets the pass done before the corner. So very well done from him for the Rex ball there. Everybody else coming unscathed there, other than Crike being involved in that instant, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, Gray in the pits as well. Looks like he threw on a new set of mediums. I'm not sure if he had also taken damage or not, but he'll be coming to the pits now with a new set of tires on. Hemi Kid looking to get a pass done on Vaughn here. Only 7/10 back. DRS will be enabled next lap. Hemi Kid will need to try and get past Vaughn, or they'll try and work together to try and catch up to Excitement on the softer compound, already pulling a 3-second gap out front.
Yeah, Hemi Kid, nearly 3 seconds coming onto the third lap of the race for Mr. Excitement, from Teddy to Excitement here. Hemi Kid's still on the rear gearbox or rear diffuser of Mr. Teddy there. Same with Rex on Anime Boy. He wanted to make a move, but he decided not to in that. But
gonna try and make that move now as he moves down to the inside as they pass the pit lane. Rex should be clear into turn 1. Looks like he will be. Steals 4th place away from Anime. Anime will try and stick nice and close, steal that DRS from Rex. In the meantime, Hemi Kid 1.2 seconds back of Teddy, so Teddy's starting to pull away from Hemi Kid here, and also starting to close the gap to Mr. Excitement. Gap now only 2.5 from 3 seconds about a lap ago. So Teddy's lapping about half a second quicker than Excitement at the moment, even on the harder compound of tires, as it looks like Teddy made a mistake there coming out of the end of the first sector. Hemi Kid right back on his gearbox now. We'll get DRS down the second sector DRS zone. F1 Lads hops into the pits for a set of fresh hards in the meantime. But we got Hemi Kid trying to line up a move here on Vaughn. We'll see if he makes the move happen now or if he holds off till the back straight. DRS wide open. Vaughn blinking already. Hemi Kid thinks about the inside, decides better of it. Vaughn playing some good defense here, but Hemi Kid all over the back of him. 2.5 tenths the gap now. ERS and DRS enabled for Hemi Kid as he passes Vaughn around the outside. Down towards turn 27. They go. Hemi Kid will be clear. Vaughn will try and fight that back here soon. Hemi Kid 3.8 seconds back of Excitement, so they are falling slightly farther back of Excitement out there, but Excitement's tires will be degrading at a faster rate than everybody behind him. So Vaughn and Hemi will try and work together to close that gap to Excitement. In the meantime, not too many close gaps. Looks like S&M tries to make a move on Cam into the last corner. Can't quite make it happen, but he'll be looking to make that same move stick here down to turn 1 as we got Nerdy and Anime in the pits. Not sure if something happened between them. Looks like neither of them took new front wings, so I would imagine it's got to be a planned stop then. Yes, it looks like Nerdy is actually taking a new front wing, so that'll be why he's in. Not sure why Anime came in. I don't think he took a new front wing, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, but
Stealth.
he's got that 5-second penalty as well from speeding in the pit lane as well. So first penalty has been thrown out. Mr. Anime boy, it was looking good last weekend, and this weekend seems to be in shambles. But Mr. Excitement's got a 4.1 second lead from Hemi Kid. Those tires just about to set to take off to Abu Dhabi and leave Saudi Arabia into the degradation side. So he will be starting to feel those snaps every now and then versus Hemi Kid will come.
You got Rex trying to line up a move on Vaughn here down to turn 1. Rex goes down the inside. Vaughn does not fight it. And Rex looks like he's going to make that move stick here. So Rex up to P3. Just outside of the DRS of Hemi Kid, but him and Vaughn will look to work together to try and get back inside of Hemi Kid's DRS. Stealth also slowly closing the gap to Lunar in 5th place. Trying to stay within his DRS. Just managing to hang in there right now. So we got Nerdy trying to line up a move on F1 lads down the back straight. Nerdy goes down the inside towards the last corner. Should make that move stick. Can he get the car stopped and rotated in time? Yes, he can. F1 lads gets a little bit loose. F1 lads with DRS and ERS. Gonna think about a move down to turn 1 maybe? He does not think about it. Nerdy will take that position. Stealth just managing to hang out in the DRS behind Lunar right now as well. Still 9 tenths back. Rex closing the gap to Hemi Kid though. It was 1.6 seconds a lap ago, now 1.1. So Rex closing that gap, trying to catch up, get in the DRS. And like I've said here a few times, gotta try and work together to try and catch up to Excitement, because at the moment Excitement's got that raw pace.
Yeah, Mr. Excitement's got the pace. He's on 5-lap old hard or softs, so he's gonna start feeling them right now. He's I'm not sure if he's going for the same strategy as last season, but it doesn't seem to be in that sort of favor right now.
Oh, S&M and Cam come together out of the last corner. And S&M's in the wall. His front wing is obliterated. Cam looks like he's also coming in the pits. So they're both going to come into the pits now. S&M had lined up a pretty nice move into the last corner, made it stick, and they came together a little bit on the exit. So they're both in the pits. Thankfully, no safety cars will be brought out because of that, but that will hurt both of their races.
Rex coming on the back of Stealth now, just before the second DRS zone. Will he make the pass before the DRS zone, as he has the DRS now? Like my colleague has said, he's been flashing for a minute now. Teddy Rex is going to make the move just before the DRS zone and marker there. So Teddy will have the DRS to save some battery, and Rex will pull him along so that way they can catch Mr. Hemi Kid. Unless moving down the inside, Teddy makes the move, but gets a little bit of squeeze down the inside of Rex, and he had to concede the position.
For Lunar, though.
But Lunar
now flies by Vaughn.
Lunar.
And can he also get 2 on one straight? Lunar can't break quite late enough. Looks like Rex will keep 3rd place for now. Vaughn will try and fight back Lunar for 4th, but at the moment, looks like that's how they're going to go through. So we got a bit of a train forming here for 3rd place. Got Rex, Lunar, Vaughn, and Stealth hanging out just behind him as Vaughn makes a bit of a mistake.
Supreme just behind. He's faintly behind Stealth, but Teddy really struggling on those mediums. His teammates saying, don't hold me up. Come on, let's go, go. Like the beginning of the race, like I was saying.
Did we see some team orders there? I think the Williams playing a team game there. Stealth will fly by Vaughn. Vaughn will try and play some defense on Supreme, who's coming up quick onto the back of both of them. The 2 Williams now trying to work together to fight off Supreme. Vaughn really struggling on those medium tires there, as Nerf said, through the 1st sector. Looks like they're going to trade spots again. Trying to keep Supreme behind. Supreme looking for an opening, but at the moment there is none.
But we move further up. Lunar doesn't decide to make a move, but Stealth, does he look for a move? But Supreme does a Lewis Hamilton and just stays behind for another lap. But like I said, Lunar, the last corner, he wasn't able to make the pass. He'll make side by side with Rex, and Rex
will compromises his exit. Lunar with the switchback, but can't quite get a good enough run, and there's no room to make the pass there.
As we have a caution, I believe somebody has spun, and it was Mr. Gray Logic, but Mr. Hemi Kid catching Mr. Excitement ever so slightly. It was a 4.4 second gap, so those he's starting to feel those tires go off now. Starting to catch them every now and then. 3.9 seconds on the delta from him up the road, so he is catching them ever so slightly. Mr. Hemi Kid to Mr. Excitement. But as my colleague has shown here and said, the battle is still on between the top 5 here. Who will get it? Will it be the teammates of Williams, or will it be the top dog of the 2 Mercedes, that Mercedes driver, Supreme? Will he just watch the action as Stealth goes down the inside? His teammate just lets him, but he goes in deep, and Teddy gets back to the position. Wow, what a crazy move there, but Stealth will have the DRS, so will Supreme, but Supreme on the side-by-side with Stealth. He'll have the outside corner of turn 1 and inside on to turn 2. Turn 2, Stealth has better traction than Supreme, but comes out just short into turn 3 there.
Wow, these Williams showing what it's like to play the team game, playing some team defense. They look like a football defensive line back there. It's only 2 cars, but Supreme's probably thinking there's 5 of them out there. Every time he tries to go by, there's another Williams in his way. All seems clean so far, though, but Supreme must be getting frustrated back there. He's got to make the pass on one of them eventually, because they're just costing themselves time right now.
For sure, as it is the battle to watch here. It's the last spot for top 5 here. Oof, it's gonna be spicy here. Both on one Williams on the hard and one on the mediums, and Supreme on the hard compound tire. So pretty soon, Teddy's tires are gonna be screaming as well.
Oh, Supreme might be trying to make that move here now. The Williams trying to block him out. Oh, as he threads the needle down to the outside. Oh, and he gets plowed into the back of Supreme and Stealth coming together. Oh, Supreme just about pulled off quite a beautiful overtake. So the Williams might have taken it a little bit too far there in their defensive game.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That was a quite... Ooh, and he gets a 5-second penalty. Oof. I'm not sure if he has rear wing damage. That hit seemed pretty hard. So, that possible wing damage for Supreme there coming from Stealth there. So he'll have a front wing change from the Williams pit crew. But Teddy will come out unscathed. So... Zuper, everybody else seems to be not our closest fight right now. Rex. Whoa! What happened to Hemi Kid here? Or Mr. Excitement, where did he go? Oh, he went to pit. He went to pit.
The fresh mediums on. I've got to think that Excitement's got to be going for a 2-stop here, because I don't see those mediums making it 16 laps. I mean, maybe, but it would definitely be quite a stretch. So Excitement might be banking on a late safety car here, because Hemi Kid, with the medium to hard strategy, definitely can still make a 1-stop work, but I'm not so sure Excitement can. So he's going to have to be putting the pedal to the metal here.
Speaking of Hemi Kid, starting to feel the rears going away at this point. 10 laps, roughly, if you want to say on percentage-wise, right in this point of the race, they're around 38 to 40% by now, depending on your setup choice and aerodynamic choice there onto the setup. But Rex trying to chase them down as well.
Oh, Nerdy with a beautiful switchback on F1 Lads as they head down the back straight. F1 Lads runs a little bit wide on the entry. Nerdy with a beautiful switchback, and he steals the DRS from him. And I think he'll make that move stick as F1 Lads runs really wide, just narrowly manages to avoid the wall. But F1 Lads looking to fight that place back here. He's got a lot of ERS in the bank. Nerdy looking to defend. Down the back straight they go towards turn 27. Nerdy goes defensive. F1 Lads looks for the switchback. Looks like he does get a pretty good exit. He's going to have DRS, ERS. All the power available to him as they power down the front straight. Nerdy goes defensive to the inside line. F1 Lads to the outside, a lot of overspeed. Nerdy dives down the inside. Can he get the car stopped in time? Yes, he can. Can F1 Lads get a switchback on him? Not quite, and there's not a very good opportunity to overtake here in the first sector, so Nerdy manages to hold on to the position for now. Some beautiful racing here between those two.
For sure, as Teddy soon to be under attack from Mr. Excitement here with his 9-lap younger tires compared to him.
Those Williams sure do know how to play defense, as we've seen a few laps ago. We'll see if Vaughn on the 9-lap older tires can put up any fight against the ragingly fast Mr. Excitement.
Yeah, coming into the Aston Martin seat, feeling a little bit better than last season, I would imagine, from that Alpine seat. So he seems to be very, very comfortable this season in that Aston Martin seat as he's inching closer and closer to Teddy's rear wing there. And Teddy giving him the good old flash, lifting his shirt up. And gives him the opportunity and lets him by to get the DRS. I'm pretty sure it was a good DRS.
True. Yeah, there might have been some games being played here by Vaughn. Oh, we got a VSC as Crike must have hit the wall somewhere. I didn't catch it, but he is out of the race. And Crike is out in his first race in the CRR. How often does that happen, you may ask? Quite often. I know it happened to me, my first league race. It's always a DNF, it seems. So Crike will be looking to bounce back next week. But in the meantime, we got a VSC, which plays right into Hemi Kid, Rex, Lunar, and Vaughn's hands as they get a
free pit stop.
Pit stop. Yeah,
is he going to go on another set of mediums, Hemi Kid? That would be the optimal choice right now for him to choose. Ooh, right now, he needs to go on that. Ooh, he goes back on the hards.
Hemi Kid to the hards. Yeah, so he doesn't need a pit again. That's huge for him. In the meantime, Lunar decided to stay out. Not sure why. Those mediums got to be really old. As Vaughn gets a penalty for speeding under safety car, that's really, really tough.
Drive through
For him. Yeah, that one sucks. In the meantime, Lunar decided to stay out, so he'll keep the track position, but as he runs wide there, you can see those tires are aging. Not sure if that was the right choice from him, but we will find out in the next few laps, I'm sure, as Excitement looks to regain the lead of this race. And now Hemi Kid on 3-lap pressure tires. Also, Hemi Kid not needing to make another stop and only 10 seconds back of Mr. Excitement. So the race is absolutely on for the win here, Nerf.
as yes, the hard.
Nerdy and F1 lads, they're fighting again down towards turn 1. Sorry to cut you off, but they are fighting again as Nerdy goes defensive. F1 lads tries to get the switch back, and Nerdy runs up on the curb. But F1 lads not going to get the traction down to try and make that pass stick. And they keep fighting here. These two guys stuck to each other the last few laps. As Excitement gets past Lunar down the back straight. Excitement regains the lead of this race, but like I said, don't know if he can make it to the end on those medium tires. It's going to be tough, at the very least. And in the meantime, Hemi Kid on a harder compound, 3 laps fresher. Will not make it easy on him, but I think Mr. Excitement might have to come in one more time.
Yeah, you'll for sure be feeling those mediums by the end of the race. He'll be scratching his head every corner as they slowly fade away. But Lunar, I'm not sure if he has pitted yet, but as I've said, he has yet to pit. Same for Vaughn. So the only two on track that has yet to pit. But everybody seems to be pretty spread out here. And
Anime Boy coming out right behind Vaughn as Vaughn came out of the pits. They'll be fighting here out of Sector 1. Trying to steal 5th place from Vaughn here. Anime and Vaughn both in their second race in the CRR Tier 2 League. The two young guns, the two new guys, along with Crike, who just DNF'd. We'll see if they can battle it out here as they near the end of Sector 2. Will Anime attempt to make the pass here before the back straight? Or will he wait for the back straight? Or will he wait for the front straight as we have a triple DRS zone right now? He'll wait for the back straight for sure. He gets a pretty good exit. Only 2.5 tenths back. He's got overtake enabled, DRS enabled. Vaughn is blinking once again. Anime will make that move stick. Vaughn will try and fight him back here down the front straight. So Vaughn gets a really good exit. Gonna steal the toe here as Vaughn decides to head off into the pits to get off those 13-lap-old mediums.
Yeah, as I said before, he's yet to pit, so everybody has pitted except for Lunar Sauce there. He's hoping for a safety car here, it looks like, and it doesn't look like it's going in his favor.
Well, I mean, he is proving that those mediums can go the distance. He's done 14 laps on him. This is his 15th lap, and I believe Excitement needed to do. Oh, as he loses it, Anime Boy loses it at the end of Sector 1. He managed to keep it out of the wall, but he will lose a few positions here as Anime drops down to 7th. Metal comes flying in. Metal also going to steal a position from him, so Anime down to 8th on the 11-lap-old mediums. Just lost the rear there out of, I don't know, turn 7, 8, somewhere around there. There's too many corners in this tractor.
Yeah, a lot of technical corners.
He'll have some recovering to do, as I would imagine those rear tires will be a little bit warm now. But as I was saying, I believe Excitement has to do 16 laps on those mediums, and Lunar currently on his 15th lap, so I might be wrong. Lunar coming across the line to start his 16th lap, so apparently those mediums can do it. I don't know if the pace is going to stick around long enough for Mr. Excitement, but apparently the mediums can do that many laps. So that's something to keep in mind for him here. Anime's looking to fight Metal here, down the front straight. Oh, as he loses the rear again. Man, those mediums are hurting. Is he going to come in and get off those tires? He will not. He'll take the DRS down the front straight for now. But he'll have to come in once more for sure, because those mediums will not be doing another 10 laps, as he's already done 12 on them. The gap's quite spread out right now. Other than... who is that up at the front? Oh, we got Excitement and... who's right by Excitement? Oh, F1.
F1 line, too.
By Excitement. That makes sense. Other than that, though, the gaps are pretty spread out right now. Take a look at the penalties, I guess. We got 5 seconds for Supreme, 5 seconds for Anime, 3 seconds for Vaughn, 3 seconds for Nerdy, 5 seconds for F1 Lads, and 3 seconds for Cam. Currently,
A
Lunar
lot
up
of speeding penalties.
Yeah,
In this race. And ironically enough, equaling corner cutting penalties as well. As there's another speeding penalty from Lunar.
There it is.
And it's
so Lunar does 16 laps on those mediums. And when he comes in to the pits, gets a speeding the pit lane penalty. That will not help his race at all, as he had a pretty good race going on there. Definitely had a shot at a podium, but that will definitely hurt his chances. Biggest winners so far tonight. We got Rex up 2 places, Supreme up 5, Lunar up 3, Stealth up 4, Zuper up 5, and Grey Logic up 5 spots. Biggest losers of the night so far, we got Anime down 4, Vaughn down 7, Nerdy down 5, and our 3 DNFers at the back are obviously not winning right now.
They're obviously in the bleachers watching the race. Really,
they might be winning if they have a drink in their hand and are sitting in a comfortable seat watching the race, I guess. But I think they'd still rather be out there. But we got Lunar tracking down Supreme at the front, and we got Metal tracking down Stealth for P6. 2 battles raging on here. Can Metal steal the position from Stealth? Can Lunar steal the position from Supreme? We are about to find out. As Metal.
And can Lunar steal the fastest lap away from Mr. Excitement?
That's true. He does. He's on the softs here for the last 8 laps. So Lunar just might steal that fastest lap away, get that extra point in the bag. Each point worth a little bit more this season with the new point system. Each point a little bit harder to come by. So fastest lap is definitely worth something. We got Metal down the back straight here. Decides which way to try and make the pass on Stealth. The outside will work, he says. Flies down towards turn 27. Doesn't even have to go defensive. He's well clear of Stealth. Stealth will try and fight it back.
But Lunar down the outside or the inside makes it easy and done and dusted there, just before the corner. He didn't even have to wave to the stewards. He didn't on that one. He just got it done before the corner.
He'll probably be trying to steal that fastest lap right now as well, as he did get the DRS in the back straight. Well, on those fresh, soft tires, we'll see if he can steal that fast lap. But we got a VSC. Someone must be in the wall. It's Gray, I believe.
Yeah, and there's carbon fiber everywhere.
Oh, we got
it's Nerdy!
Off his entire front wing, and Gray. So Nerdy and Gray must have come together in Sector 2. And another VSC out. Once again, not a full safety car. We have not seen a full safety car here yet tonight.
5-second penalty for the championship leader! Holy! What a change from the... Wow.
So that opens the door.
If that's a safety car...
Ooh, Stealth with the drive-through penalty for speeding under the VSC as well. Man, everybody's got penalties, it seems, other than Hemikid, Metal, Zuper, and S&M. Seems like everybody's got a penalty. Things could get interesting here towards the end after all these penalties get handed out at the end of this race. But now, the fight for the win, the fight for podiums, is absolutely on with all these penalties.
For sure, as the only one without a penalty, and we've said it in the Indy quality section. Mr. Emmy Kid driving flawlessly today in the top 3. But even with that 5-second penalty, Mr. Excitement, he's going to have that corner cutting penalty in order for Hemikid to have a little bit of a chance. But we got to keep in mind, he's on younger set of tires, so maybe he can just get that gap down just a little bit more in order to steal a first place away from Mr. Excitement. As 19 out of 25 here tonight.
So Excitement's tires got to be hitting that drop off here as he's nearing lap 10 on those medium tires. In the meantime, Hemikid's hards are just coming into their fun zone, as you might say. Only 6 laps on the hard tires. They're good for, 15 to 20, so he might just be bringing that gap down. As you can see, the delta slowly climbing down to 8.7 seconds. He's got to get it about 4 seconds down from where it is right now in order to steal the win away. But good news for him is that he's got 5 laps to do it.
Indeed. Metal God in the top 5 as well. So 2 places gained from qualifying from him. So very well done from Metal God. Mr. Excitement with that 9.5 second lead. It seems that he's inching closer and closer away from Mr. Hemikid in this race. But surprisingly, no safety car in Saudi Arabian GP for F1 23 here for Season 4. Only 2 VSCs, so it's been an entertaining race so far. So no plot twists, no nothing. Straight game here, and strategy here comes into play.
Yeah, we have managed to avoid the full safety cars, so not too much help or hurt to anybody here with any safety cars. Just a couple of VSCs, a couple half-price pit stops for some of these guys. Seems like Grey Logic just fell off the back of Nerdy. I was going to say that they were about to repeat the fight that they just had to bring out the last VSC as Nerdy makes a mistake as they enter the last DRS zone of the lap. They are now within striking distance once again, so Grey and Nerdy brought out a VSC, only 2 laps to go. Both on a fresh set of tires now, might be fighting again here down towards turn 1. We'll keep an eye on them. As we got a yellow flag for safety car. F1 lads is out. And there it is, folks. A full safety car with only 4 laps to go. I'm pretty confident with the field this spread out that we will not get racing again until lap 24. There will be 2 laps of racing to the end. Who comes in? Who takes track position? Who takes the fresh tires? This could get intense here, Nerf. And I would also like to point out, we will not see another safety car. This one will go most likely to lap 24. Safety cars will not come out in the last 2 laps. And do you know who this hurts more than anybody?
I gotta think on this. It's the Aston Martin.
It's the time penalties. The time penalties are now worth so much more. The gaps between the whole field gonna be closed right up. Those 5-second penalties turn into 10 place penalties when the field is this tight. Grab your popcorn, tighten up your pants, go to the washroom real quick, because we got 2 laps of insanity coming your way.
Man, oh man, did I just talk to the F1 gods or something? What just happened? We almost what happened? F1 gods, what?
Nerf wished it into existence. Wished a full safety car into existence, just as we mentioned that there hadn't been one. Guess who? A full safety car.
Well, Mr. Excitement's serving his time penalty, so.
Ooh, that's actually huge. That's pretty big. And Hemikid didn't come in for fresh tires. Oh my goodness, Hemikid. Is that a mistake? Or is that big brain from Hemikid? Hemikid's going to be on 9 lap older, hard compound tires compared to Excitement, Rex, Lunar, Metal, Supreme, Anime, Bon, and Super, all on fresh softs behind him. Hemi Kid's either about to get hung out to dry like a pair of tidy whities in your backyard on your mom's clothing line, or he is mega mind, mega brain, super 3000 IQ for staying out and taking track position. Which one do you think it is, Nerf? Is he mega IQ, or is he about to get hung out to dry?
I think he's about to. I sense a very. I forget his name. It might have been Longgate last week, but it was one of the Ferraris in the WLR race. He stayed out on the hards on the last safety car, I believe. It might have not been hards. It might have been mediums, but he stayed out and got swallowed up. So if I was Hemi Kid, I would stay out because you know the safety car comes in anyway on lap 23. So
Yep.
so I mean,
regardless.
I mean, he can come in, but he'll be dead last. So he needs he needs to keep the track position. He has to keep it together here through the almost coming into the final lap of the safety car. 2 laps, or if you want to be specific,
we got 1 more lap left of the safety car, and then 2 laps of racing to the end.
Yeah, 2 laps of racing at the end. If you want to be specific, 3 laps. But as I said, Hemi Kid's doing what I just said, staying out on those hards. Biggest question is
in the chat saying that it was Nicholas Longgate that was the one that got hung out to dry in the WR race. First time chatter, Blix. I also saw just out of the corner of my eye that he just applied for a seat to come racing with us. So welcome to the community, Blix. We are glad to have you.
And I would like to take this time to...
Blix is also saying Hemi should be able to defend on the 9-lap older tires. Blix, I don't know about that, brother, but we are about to find out in only half a lap. But
DRS won't be enabled. DRS won't be enabled, so...
True.
That will definitely play in the Hemi Kid's saying, but I will take this time to show down below on YouTube. If you are watching from YouTube, go to our social links. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, you know, all the socials down there. But if you're watching from Twitchy, my Twitch, the purple thing, you know, on the browser, whenever you load it up, you know, just click that Wise bot right there, you know, just bump it right in the butt, you know, just go into that Discord handle that they've provided and get into a seat. You'll be either determined tier 2 or tier 3 or tier 1, and soon to be determined tier 3, but tier 3 won't be broadcasted. Tier 1 and tier 2 will only be broadcasted for our CRR league. But like I said, and smack that follow button on both ends and subscribe. You're not going to want to miss the safety car restart, as here we go.
Thank you for the follow, Blix. As we get going, who do you want to lead it away, Nerf? Is it me or you?
I led it away on the opening lap. Let's see.
It must be me, as we got Hemi Kid trailing the safety car, waiting for it to come in. Excitement trying to get the jump on him. As we got a lapped car in between, we got Nerdy and Excitement. The 2 Aston Martins, Nerdy's lapped, but they're going to be trying to work together to get past Hemi Kid here. No DRS for these 2 laps. Hemi Kid looks to defend on 9-lap older tires versus a ton of soft runners behind him. Excitement has so much more grip. Tries to get a switchback out of turn 1. Hemi Kid plays defense. Says, no, sir. There's next to no overtaking opportunities in this first sector. Can Hemi Kid hold on to this lead? We got Vaughn in the wall and out of the session. No points for him today. But in the meantime, battles are raging on throughout the field. Metal trying to defend, trying to attack Lunar, trying to defend from Supreme. There's just so much going on. Excitement down the outside. around the long left-hander at the end of Sector 1. Excitement retakes the lead. Emikid will look to fight it back, but no DRS for them. Similar ERS. They're both pretty full with 2 laps to go here. Rex looking to get by Hemikid as well. Hemikid's going to be struggling to stay with Excitement with those old tires. Let's hear it from you, Nerf.
Metal God coming behind. Oh, gets coming under attack from Supreme. Supreme gets a better exit from Metal, but Rex gets the move looking down the inside just before the end of the corner, but Supreme will make the move on Metal down the outside, coming out of the corner. Metal will have the gray exit coming out, but Supreme will have the top speed to come out of the corner. They're both dumping battery. They're both saying, I'm not letting this position go. Let's go till the end of the corner here into turn 1. Turn 1, Metal God goes in a little bit deep. Supreme.
Metal leaves the room.
Supreme.
Anime spun.
Wow.
Metal takes the spot from Supreme. Supreme stuck down in 6th. Metal tries to chase after Lunar now. Lunar trying to chase down after Hemikid. 1.6 seconds back. And oh, we got Supreme in the wall. No front wing. He's dropping down the order. Supreme down to 8th to 9th now. Tough mistake there from Supreme. Rex also with a time penalty. I believe he's got 3 seconds to his name. He's got 8 seconds to his name, Rex. So he's on for a potential P2, but after they cross the line, he'll be dropping down quite a few spots. So Hemikid,
the main watch here is Metal and Lunar, the last podium spot here.
The last podium spot right here.
Will Metal get that DRS snap into the like a Nosium Fry incident in season 3? They're coming into the last 2 season finale for season 3. Will Tier 2 Metal God repeat that instance with Lunar? They're both flashing coming into the final corner.
Excitement takes another win and the fastest lap. In the meantime, a 2-time back-to-back winner. Excitement, followed by Hemikid, Lunar, Metal, Rex, Super, S&M, Anime, Supreme, Stealth, Nerdy, Gray, and Cam just missing out on the points here tonight. But wow, what a race and what an ending there, Nerf.
Yeah, what a dramatic ending there. Coming into the second round of season 4 here at CRR. Man, oh man, if you think this is exciting as the first race, you're wrong.
So our winner here tonight, back-to-back winner to start the season, Mr. Excitement, also taking home the fastest lap of the race. The Aston Martins are looking strong. Can anybody challenge them or challenge Mr. Excitement up at the front? Hemikid takes P2, trying to defend his championship here from Mr. Excitement, taking home some big points. Lunar rounding at the podium here tonight. P3 for the Alfa Romeo. Metal in the McLaren, representing us McLaren boys here in Tier 2. Taking home a P4, another good points haul for him. Rex in P5. Super P6, another good showing from him. S&M in P7. Anime P8. 9th for Supreme, 10th for Stealth. 11 for Nerdy. And rounding out the points here tonight, Gray in 12th. We got Cam, the last finisher in the Ferrari. And a couple DNFers behind them. But wow, what a race here today.
A lot of shambles. A lot of shambles. But man, oh man, I've got to say, the game says driver of the day is Zuper. I've got to beg to differ. It was Hemikid. With hanging on with those hard compound tires, even though he did a Otis Lawrence and just missed the pit entry when the safety car came out.
Lunar, how are you?
There we go. I had to transfer to the
Good race, man.
PlayStation. Yeah, good race, guys. You guys were way ahead. That safety car is the only reason I got even back into it.
Oh, dude, that safety car scared me, man.
It was actually, I was lifting, coasting, trying to save fuel because I was about half a lap in the red. So
Yeah.
that was a big sigh of relief.
Oh, dude, Hemi Kid was catching me on the hards, and then the safety car came out, and then I started stressing out, but I'm not quite sure what happened there. He didn't end up putting softs on, so I was kind of blessing in disguise, I guess. Where'd that Rex guy finish? Second?
No, he ended up having like 8 seconds in penalties, so I passed. Yeah, I think he's in 4th or 5th even.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
Well, it seems like Hemi Kid is not here at the moment. So we'll get started with our third place finisher, Mr. Lunar Sauce. How'd you find yourself back on the podium here tonight?
Probably a little bit of luck, but it's good redemption from Bahrain. That was a tragic race. Today was a lot better.
Good stuff, good stuff. So, where did you qualify again?
8, I think.
Okay, yeah. Oh, great result then. Back up into the podium. Rex with 8 seconds worth of penalties definitely hurt him. He would have taken a podium otherwise. But so what was your thought process there at the end? I saw you had a chance to take the fastest lap from excitement, and all of a sudden the safety car came out while you're in the middle of your first flying lap on the softs. But what was your thought process when you saw that last safety car come out?
It was a blessing, really, because I was actually lifting and coasting. It was about half a lap in the red on fuel. And then with the safety car, I got to pit and serve my 5-second penalty, so that was an extra bonus. So really, it was pretty lucky.
Oh,
I mean,
huge luck.
luck.
Oh, we'll take it. Sometimes if you're good enough, you create your own luck, so we'll go with that.
Oh, it was all bad luck in Bahrain, so.
Oh yeah, then I guess you're bound for some good luck then. Good stuff. So, what is the next race? Honestly, I don't even know what it is. I should go check. Where are we racing next, boys?
Coda.
Coda. How do you feel about Coda, Lunar? Feeling good? Not so good?
I like it, but I'm not gonna be there, so.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. And it's Portugal for the fourth race, I think.
Yes.
Is that right? Yeah. How about Portugal then? We'll go with that.
I think it's all right. Hit or miss, really.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough one. Not on the actual Formula One calendar, so probably doesn't get as much practice as the rest of the tracks. I know I haven't put in any practice for it, so I'm sure it'll be an interesting one. But where do you see yourself finishing out this season? You aiming for top 5 in the championship, top 3, top 8? What are you aiming for?
Yeah, I mean, I was 3rd last year. We have a couple new guys that have some pace, so I think I'd be happy with top 5.
Fair enough. I think I'm kind of in the same boat in Tier 1, to be honest. You got some crazy fast new guys in there, and sometimes you just gotta accept that you're not as good or not as good as them, or you just don't have enough time to practice, not as much as they do. So, fair enough. But good result for you here today. I'm sure you can be happy with that, considering you said you were struggling on fuel and stuff. Then you'll take the lucky safety car and move on from here. But good to see you on the podium again. Hope to see you back up here again in Portugal then.
Right on, thanks, guys.
Mr. Excitement, as Hemi Kid does not seem to be around for his second place interview. We'll hop on straight to the winner. Back-to-back race winner coming for CMS's title of, I think he has 3 race wins in a row is the record. How do you think you're gonna triple up here in Coda or what?
I'm not saying anything, boys. I'm just gonna go out and race and just see what happens. Put the effort in behind the closed curtains. But I mean, anything to beat a CMS record, I'm down to do. So we'll see how it goes.
I totally agree. I think all of the records that he holds need to be beaten. So we'll hope you on to the podium there, and hopefully to the top step. Again in Coda, I believe it's a sprint race. You plan on maybe taking an engine penalty since it's a sprint race, or are you keeping it under wraps, not wanting to tell us, or what do you feel?
I haven't even thought about it. I'm gonna look at the tracks and see what we got coming up here, and who knows, maybe I'll take an engine penalty tomorrow, or who knows.
Fair enough.
I
mean, yeah, it's a little bit easier to make your way back to the front on a sprint, especially if you're trying to make it 3 in a row. Maybe it's an idea, maybe not. Guess we'll find out. But how'd you feel about the race today? It seemed like your pace was really good. Took pole by over 4/10. Had it pretty well under control. Picked up that scary little 5-second penalty. What happened there?
That was, well, when Nerdy and Gray, they must have bumped each other, and when that virtual safety car came out, I thought Gray was completely out. He was stopped on track. There was wings, like there was damage everywhere. So I flew right by him, and then I got an illegal overtake for it. I was like, well, I'm not stopping and waiting for him, so I soaked the 5 seconds, and I just kept going. Luckily, that safety car came out, and I was able to do it in the pits. But I mean, if that safety car came out, who knows what would have happened? Hemi kid being on the hards and me being on mediums, you never know what could happen in those last 4 laps.
Yeah, so were you a little nervous there in the last few laps? Looked like he had a chance to get within your 5-second window, or did you think you had it covered off?
Like in sections, I was nervous. In other sections, I thought in sector 1 I was a little more corner speed than him, so I tried to take as much advantage as I could in sector 1, and just kind of work with it for the rest of the lap. Because when we got out of that virtual safety car, I think it was 8 seconds, and I had a 5-second time penalty, so I was sweating. I was sweating for sure.
Absolutely. But yeah, 2 race wins in a row. Stole the fastest lap there at the end today. I would imagine you're feeling pretty good about the start of this season so far. How do you feel about Coda, Portugal? How do you feel about the races coming up? You think it's going to be tough to hold on up front, or do you think you'll be able to keep extending that lead out there?
It's always going to be tough. It's tough to do the last 2. It's going to be tough to do the next ones.
That's the way we like it here at CRR, nice and tight. Trying to bring that title battle right to the end, just like last season. Except this time, hoping it goes in your favor, I assume. But good to see you up on the top step again. Good luck. Like we said, any record of CMSs that can be tied or broken is welcome around here. So we hope to see you up there again next week.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Thanks, buddy. As Hemi Kid did message me and say that he's not feeling very well. Seems like a bit of sickness going around. But that's why he is not here for his podium interview. But I'll give a quick recap. Good race by him. The master of consistency. Was in a pretty good spot, potentially to take the win. Before the safety car came out. Could have maybe snuck inside that 5-second window to excitement and stolen that win. Once again, he did not pick up a penalty in the race. Yeah, just a master of consistency, man. Guy who goes out there, puts in lap after lap. So like I said, sometimes he's not the quickest on raw pace. Usually he's right at the front, but maybe not, number 1. But he doesn't make mistakes. Guy's like a robot. It's like Max Verstappen out there, man. Super quick. Big podium for you today.
And doesn't choke under the pressure on that restart.
Didn't under the pressure on the restart. I remember last season, Jeddah, second or third last race of the season, he got impeded on his first flying lap. Comes through in the clutch. Title battle is, I think, 1 point is the difference. Comes through in the last minute. Comes through and steals pole position on his 1 flying lap. So yeah, he knows what it takes to win a championship. He's been there before, and he'll have some work to do to catch up to excitement. But if there's anyone that can do it, I'm sure it's him. So we'll definitely be keeping our eyes peeled up at the front, and I'm sure he'll be right up there this season. But round us off, Nerf.
Like my teammate says in Tier 1, and also my fellow commentator, this is CRR with Tier 2. You're gonna not, if you liked and seen this video attractive in any other way, be sure to hit that subscribe or follow. Smack the hell out of it. Smack the hell out of it with your fingers. You know, you just give it a little tap, you know, and you'll be featured in the next live, and you can watch the next race, as there is another race like Coda coming into effect next week, the same time,
Tomorrow,
8:45 East.
Tier 1s, me and you, representing the McLaren boys tomorrow night, 9:30 Eastern, baby. Tune in.
Yep, tune in.
Come hang out with the boys.
Yep. CRR. This is CRR and your boy NERForNUFFEN, and I'll see you
Boy, Efehrzy.
in the next one. Signing off.